Hello everybody and welcome back. Winter has arrived here in Canada and the holiday season is picking up. The holidays are always quite busy for us as we celebrate 3 birthdays through the month of December. So before the craziness begins, I wanted to go through the house and really do a deep clean. I know I enjoy watching cleaning videos to help motivate me to go clean my own house, so I thought I would bring you guys along with me today to help motivate you if you need that help as well. I'm starting this morning off in the master bedroom. I find so often I neglect this room as I am prioritizing other areas of the house, but it's so important to make and keep a peaceful and calm sleeping area. I've recently washed our bedding, so today I'm going to tidy the nightstands and the dresser and make sure to dust everything. Getting on a cleaning schedule is something that I'm struggling to do, but definitely something that's beneficial, and I'm trying to focus on finding what works for me in my life now and how best to manage that. There are definitely areas of the house that I've let go, so I'm focusing on some of those today. If you're new here, I homeschool. I'm a mom of 2 awesome kiddos, and we also have a house full of animals. Our house is lived in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so I find I am always seeming to having to catch up on cleaning, and it is never ever done. As soon as I clean something, it is destroyed again. But that is just par for the course for our life, and I am okay with that. So I am just working at finding systems and schedules of cleaning so that I can keep on top of things and it doesn't get stressful for me. Part of that is finding and investing in tools that will help me clean better and more efficiently, and that make the job easier, and I'm not just using my own elbow grease for the whole thing. So I recently purchased this small steamer on a Prime Day sale. I wanted to try it for the little grimy areas that are really difficult to clean. So this is my first time using it, and I definitely really enjoyed it. It worked really well in the trouble spots that I'm having, especially in this bathroom. And this little steamer did an awesome job. For a cleaner, I have to be really careful of what I use, as any chemical cleaner or fake smells will give me a migraine. So I stick to very simple products and homemade cleaners. So what I'm using here is some vinegar that I've soaked lemon rinds in, and I just put it in a spray bottle, and I use that pretty much everywhere. It works really well. So a lot of my cleaners is basically just vinegar and baking soda. But I also use the Barkeeper's Friend typically in my tub. Our town has a lot of lime buildup in the water, so I use CLR in my toilet. Otherwise, we get brown rings all in the toilets. So I typically have to put that in there at least once a week. We have 3 dogs and 1 cat, and we're also a very outdoorsy family, so dust and dirt are always everywhere in the house. One of the dogs is a husky as well, and she leaves her balls of fur and fluff everywhere. We joke that we can never leave the house without her because her fur is on everything. And I find this tub is terrible for collecting dust. And no matter how often I clean it, it's just always there. And on this bathtub, these little crooks that are supposed to hold soap get so dirty, and they are so hard to clean. I loved having this little steamer. This made this job so much easier because normally soap kind of goops and cakes in there, and then it's just incredibly hard to clean, but that steamer really took care of it. So that was awesome. Cleaning the bathroom is definitely one of those areas I procrastinate on, but it feels so good to have it clean and tidy and put together again. So next I'm heading into the living room. So I'm just going to work at putting away a lot of clutter and toys. We're a living room family, so we do hang out all the time in this room together. It is one of the most lived in areas of the house for sure. As you can see, I have dogs that are making the couch their own little bed. So we are going to look after that after I'm done tidying up and cleaning up these floors. I mentioned in another video that I have kind of given up on vacuuming, as the vacuum that I have pretty much just gave up the ghost because it cannot handle the amount of dog fur that is put out by my husky. There's clumps everywhere constantly, and it gave up on me. So I typically sweep now. So this couch is very well loved by human and animals, so I find it necessary just to take the steam cleaner to it at least once a month to freshen it up. The amount of dirt that it takes out of this couch is crazy. So this is a Bissell steam cleaner or spot cleaner. I can't remember the exact name, but it's really, really good, nice and portable, and it does an awesome job at cleaning the couch. This is definitely one of those tools that I invested in to help with my cleaning, as with children and animals, the stains are everywhere. So investing in a good quality tool to help me tackle those has made a big difference. You can see here just how dirty that water was, so it's always a relief to get that done. On my last video, I noticed how terrible my oven had gotten. I've mentioned before that I do have ADHD, so I definitely suffer from the out of sight, out of mind mindset. But I definitely realized how bad it had gotten. So it's one of those things that I definitely want to tackle today. So I do watch some cleaning videos, and I find it funny that so many of them are people cleaning already very clean and immaculate houses. And I just find that not suitable for real life. Like, real life houses get used and they get very dirty and they do need a good deep clean, and I'm definitely not cleaning a clean house ever. So I just wanted to show you guys real life how, houses do get quite dirty, and when you're doing a cleaning video, you're cleaning a dirty house, not an already clean one, especially in a neurodivergent household. So I don't think that I've ever actually fully cleaned this oven. Now, this wasn't an oven that came with the house. We purchased it used a couple of years ago. But it's not something that I've taken the time to fully clean yet. So this project took quite some time, and I was a little disgusted at how dirty it had actually gotten. So on the inside, I just mixed baking soda, and it was supposed to be Dawn dish soap, but I only had Palmolive, so that is what I used. And I just worked away at scrubbing down the inside of this stove. It worked really well, so I was happy with it. But it did take me quite a long time and a lot of elbow grease to get this clean. The finished product wasn't perfect, but it was a heck of a lot better than what it had been. This door also took me quite a long time to try and get clean. So what I'm using here is Goo Gone. It's oven and grill cleaner. So it says just to spray it on, leave it for 10 minutes and wipe it off with something soft. So I'm just using a paper towel here. It did make a bit of a difference, but I had to spray this down, I think 5 times, and then I also scrubbed it. So it took me quite a long time to get clean. You can see each time I do it, it does get a bit better each time. So it's going to take a long time to get something that dirty clean again. So again, it's not perfect, but it is a heck of a lot better than what was before, and that is the point. So right now my kids are getting ready to sell some birdseed crafts at a local Christmas market. So my house is pretty much turned upside down getting ready for this. A lot of crafting is going on, and that's great, but I'd like to kind of take my kitchen back and clean things up, and so I can actually see my counters again. The kitchen does get cleaned and tidied every day. However, there's certain areas that don't always get cleaned up, like under fruit bowls or under my cookbooks or the knife block or things like that. So today that's what I'm going to focus on doing, is getting those spots that are overlooked on a regular basis. I think cleaning the kitchen is probably my favorite area of the house to clean, just because it is so satisfying once it's finally clean. It just feels so peaceful, although it is the first room to get messed back up again. But it just feels so good to get it set right, especially at night, so that you know that you're waking up to a nice, clean kitchen. So I do try in the evenings to make sure that my kitchen is nice, because I know in the morning I'm going to appreciate that effort. So in the future, I am going to look into different cleaning routines and strategies, and I will bring you guys along with me to see what works best. And if you guys have any tips or tricks, please make sure you leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. So these cupboards have really taken a beating. Their old color was green. I very much need to sand these down so that I can repaint them again, because as we use them, they get chipped and the green comes out. So they're looking a little worse for wear right now, but that's not a job that I am going to tackle at the moment. So I mentioned before how I do like to make my own homemade cleaners because I can't handle any chemical smells. So this will go for mopping as well. So what I did here was I filled the sink with some hot water. I put in some vinegar, some dish soap, and then a little bit of pine essential oil just to get that nice pine smell when I'm mopping. Thank you for coming along with me today, guys. If you have any tips or hints, please make sure you leave those in the comments, and I will see you all next time.